Is it working? Hello everyone, this is James at the Martial Archive. Although I'm primarily interested in action films from Hong Kong, Taiwan, sometimes mainland China, I do collect films from all over Asia, including Thailand, Japan, Korea, Indonesia, Philippines a little bit, Vietnam a little bit if I can get anything. And today I've put my Korean stuff in order. There's about 380 films, so I'm just going to show you the covers and talk a bit as we go along. If anyone's interested in buying Korean stuff, there's a number of films that I bought twice by accident, and all of these that I have got English subtitles. There's a lot of other stuff released on DVD in Thailand that I haven't bought because it doesn't have English subtitles, and I see no point. It just means I have to buy it again if I do find it with subtitles. So everything I'm about to go through now, as far as I'm aware, has got English subtitles. And if you see any Thai stuff that interests you, please let me know. Maybe I can get it again. The stuff from other countries, I've only got one and I'll probably never get another. So let's start with some TV stuff. I hear that Korean TV is supposed to be very good. I haven't seen much of it. Most of what gets released in Thailand, no English subtitles. There is an odd exception though. I did buy this show called Sweet Spy because it actually has English subtitles. Said on the bottom it did. It was quite cheap. I thought I'd give it a shot. It actually had subs. So, not great. I've also got a Singapore TV show that turned up in the flea market here called Autumn Shower. Singapore release from Po Kim Video of a Korean TV show. Has English subs again, the only reason I got it. And also the 8-disc version of Iris turned up here, strangely. And that has English subtitles too. So I got those, but I haven't watched them yet. Let's start with releases from other countries. Let's start with Blu-rays. I don't have many Blu-rays because they're still too expensive. And a lot of the stuff I already have on DVD. Some films I have more than one version and I don't see the point buying it again. Occasionally there's a Blu-ray that is worth having, and I do have about 100 Blu-rays. Well, maybe less. But I've got some Blu-rays, but I still don't really care that much about them. But this is what we currently have. From England, Hansel and Gretel. It's supposed to be very good. From America, I have 3. Coast Guard. The Man from Nowhere. Quite a good film, but I prefer the Indian remake, Rocky Handsome. And Tidal Wave, also known as Hyundai. Then I've got some Korean Blu-rays. I have one for a film called The Master, which I've misplaced right now. I don't know where it is. I've also got The Age of Shadows, Ashura, City of Madness, Confidential Assignment, so not a great film. Fabricated City. Oh, The Master. Did I say The Master or My Way is missing? I got The Master. I can't find My Way. I don't know where it is. Operation Chromite, which has Liam Neeson in it, but it does seem to be a Korean film, technically speaking. And The Thieves with Simon Yam. But again, actually a Korean film. That's the only blues I've got of Korean stuff. I would like to get more, but got to find good stuff. I have the American DVD of A Better Tomorrow remake. Nowhere near as good as any of the original trilogy. I didn't like this film very much personally. That's just me. Then I've got a wedge of Hong Kong discs of Korean films. So let's just go through them. A Perfect Match. I've never watched many of these. Bitchin' Moo, quite a good film. Christmas in August. Dance with the Wind. Many of these I've never even opened. Ditto. I'll get to them all one day. Philan. High Dharma. I Wish I Had a Wife. Love Wind Love Song. Marriage is a Crazy Thing. appears to be a Category 3 film. Yeah. I don't like Korean films about sex. They're really boring. I tend to avoid them as far as possible. But it turned up, it was quite cheap, and I just get whatever is available. Memento Mori, very boring film. Don't like it at all. Number 3, I also have on VCD, but I've never watched. Pisces. The Way Home, which I hear is good, but I don't think I've watched it yet. Windmill Palm Grove. Tell Me Something. The Song of the Dead. And Windstruck, which also comes with some funky postcards. Always nice. So that's American and Hong Kong discs. I also got a number of English DVDs. Quite a lot of stuff come out there now. We'll get to them in a minute. When I went to Malaysia about 7 or 8 years ago for a visa, I had to go to Penang, and there were some Korean films there, so I picked them up while they were around. A Bizarre Love Triangle, Big Bang Project Arm, I don't know what it's all about. Bunt, some kind of baseball film. Device. Hwang Jin-yi, which I hear is supposed to be very good. Lee Dae-gun's Family. I think that's My Tutor Friend. I think I also have the Thai DVD, Part 2. And Shim's Family. Never watched any of those. They're just there. I'll get to them all one day. Alright. English discs. Address Unknown. Bitchin' Again. Also known as Warrior Virtue. To me, Warriors of Virtue is a film directed by Ronnie Yu about kung fu kangaroos, which is actually much more fun than that. Black Eagle. Brotherhood. Original title Taegukgi. I must admit, I generally don't like war films very much, with a few exceptions like Eastern Condors. But this is a very, very good film. Everyone should see Taegukgi. I highly recommend it. Chaser. City of Violence. It says single disc edition, which implies there is a 2-disc version. According to my records, I bought this twice, and I can't find the other one right now. It's misplaced. So I'm wondering if I got the 2-disc version or not. Heaven Soldiers. Good film, a lot of fun. I really like this. I should watch it again. The Host. Musa, also known as The Warrior. Many people used to call it Musa the Warrior. Since Musa is a Korean word for warrior, they were calling it Warrior the Warrior. But I still just call it Musa, because that's the original name. Old Boy. R Point. Thirst. Tidal Wave again, Hyundai. The Tube. Volcano High, also known as Wasango. Yeah, crap, I hate when that happens. And War of the Arrows, which I haven't seen yet, but I think looks quite good. I'm looking forward to watching that one at some point. Okay, no harm done. Korean releases. I have to refer to my information on the computer for some of this because I can't remember everything. This is called Crazy Assassins, also known as Romantic Warriors, which I've never watched, but it does look quite mad, and I really want to see it. This is a Korean special edition of The Way Home, which comes wrapped in cardboard, strangely. And inside the cardboard is a 2-disc DVD and picture book. Well, some pictures, a lot of writing about the film's production, I'm guessing. Like I said, I've not actually watched this film yet, but I've heard many good things about it. So I look forward to actually looking at that one day. This is a film called A Family, which I also have without the special edition cover. So I don't need two. This one's for sale or trade if anyone's interested. Although I didn't find it to be a particularly exciting film, frankly. And again, comes with a book with some stuff in it. When I was younger, when DVDs first became a thing, there were many interesting special editions from Korea. But they were all very expensive, and a lot of the stuff that came with them was really pointless. There was one that was like, buy the special edition and you get a pencil and notepad. Oh, the excitement. But occasionally, there's something a bit more interesting. Here is a special edition for Arirang. Is it Arirang? Arahan, sorry, Arahan. Arirang is a TV channel. As well as a DVD, you get a book and some postcards, nice pictures, good stuff. I would like to have gotten more of the special editions when I was younger, but I didn't have the money at the time. And then when I have money, they're all gone. Same thing happened with a lot of the Hong Kong films that came out. All the Delta Max stuff, the Legendary Collection. At that time, I didn't have any money. I couldn't buy any of them. And I got money burning a hole in my pocket. None of that stuff's around at a good price anymore. You can find them, but they're crazy expensive, and I refuse to pay. All right, let's move on to some more Korean discs. Took a long time to put names to some of this stuff. All of these I bought in Thailand. They turned up through a certain seller who I know. How she got them, I have no idea. Sadly, she's gone now, so I can't get any more off her. Anyway, here we go. A Love Story. This is A Perfect Match, which I also have on Hong Kong DVD, I believe. This is A Tale of Cinema, which is very boring. I didn't like it at all. This is Birth of a Family. I don't know. Blue Sky. Boss X-File. Looks good. I have two. One is spare for sale or trade if anyone's interested. Let me know. This one is Boy Who Went to Heaven. Christmas in August. Flying Boys. Ghost. Ghost in Love. Hanji. High Dharma Part 2. Jungle Juice. Haven't watched any of these yet. Kick the Moon, which is one of the more widely circulated outside of Korea. Being released in many countries. Last Supper. I will get time to watch all of these one day. Might not be till I'm 80 years old, but one day I will see them. Alright, then next, what else we got? The Last Wolf. The Legend of Seven Cutter. Les Formidables. I like this guy. He's good. My Girl and I. My Sassy Girl Director's Cut. Thailand release, Blu-ray, no subtitles. This probably has English. It doesn't say in English whether it has English subs, but I'm hoping it does. Most Korean DVDs do have English subtitles, thankfully. Oasis. Boring film about sex. Hated it. Ogu, A Hilarious Morning, as in when somebody dies, you mourn. So, about a funeral, I'm guessing. Oh my God. Paradise Murder. The President's Last Bang. Supposed to be good. Raging Years. Sad movie. On the front cover it says Sorum, but the internet says that the film should be called Serum with an E. I don't know what the truth is. Someone special. Story of my fiance. Surprise! Tell Me Something. Again, I have on Hong Kong Disc 2. Wanny and Juna, which I also have on Thai DVD. Who's Got the Tape, which I have on Thai Disc as well. And Worst Guy of My Life. So, I got quite lucky with these. Load of Korean discs turned up. Quite cheap. I bought the lot. And sadly, shortly afterwards, the woman disappeared. She stopped selling. I'm still sad about that. Alright, now, got to move this out of the way before we move on. Behind me are all the Thai DVDs. This is the majority of my Korean collection. And like I said, as far as I'm aware, all of these should have English subtitles. So, I'm just going to go through, show you the covers. If I have any comment to make, I'll make it. These are just A, B, C, D. There's a lot more. Like I said, I got about 350 to get through in total. So, let's start. A Bizarre Love Triangle. Also have it from Malaysia. This one actually, it does have English. I was thinking of something else. I don't know what I was thinking of. A Blood Pledge. Some kind of horror. A Day. A Day for an Affair. A Love. A Frozen Flower. A Man Who Was Superman. A Millionaire's First Love. Quite hard to get here now. Most of these are actually hard to get now. These are all like 10 years ago they came out. Tale of Legendary Libido. Most of them. A few of the ones I have are a bit more recent. A Tale of Two Sisters. Addicted. Almost Love. Another Public Enemy. Public Enemy Part 2. First one being called Public Enemy. Next. Antique. Arang. Art of Fighting. I have the poster of that spare if anyone's interested. Art Museum by the Zoo. Surprisingly good film. The kind of film I usually wouldn't like, but this one was very well done. I recommend it. The Art of Seduction. Attack on the Pinup Girls. Babbo. Barking Dogs Never Bite. The Beast and the Beauty. Beautiful Sunday. Bed Wife. Strange name, that one. Bewitching Attraction. Beyond the Years. I don't know. No idea what most of this is. Blood Rain. Bloody Tie. This one's actually kind of good. Blue Swallow. Boss. This film is quite sought after by some people, and I don't know why. I think someone quite famous is in it. Looks like T Long on the cover. I can't remember. Anyway, Boss X-File again. So I got 2 of these and 1 of these. Is there any point? I don't know. The Bow. Brass Band. Bravo My Life. Breakout, which I think might be the same film as Spark the Lighter. I'm not sure. I think so. It was so-so. Wasn't a big fan. Bungee Jumping on Their Own. Bystander, which is open, so I think I watched it, but I don't remember. Then Buell, which I have twice. There's a spare of that. If anyone's interested, just let me know. I'll swap it for anything I don't have. As you can see, there's quite a lot that I do have. Let's move those across. This room's too small. Can't fit it all in. Right, so that was A, B, C, D. Now we want E, F, G. Sorry for the delay. Kala. Chaw. It's about a giant pig from the look of it. Chiwasion. Supposedly, English title Painted Fire. But I knew it as Chiwasion for a long time, so I still call it that. Christmas in August, again. Cinderella. The Circle. The Classic. The Client. This one I have no idea. Oh yeah, called Crush and Blush, apparently. I don't know. Tachimawa Ali. This one I actually want to watch. It looks good. Just finding the time. I don't have enough time to watch everything. Daisy. The Seppo Naughty Girls. Detective Odd. It was quite odd. I'm not a big fan. Ditto. Again. The Divine Weapon. Double Agent. Dragon Wars. Took a very long time to get released, and when it finally wasn't that good. Interesting idea, but the special effects were That's why it took so long to come out. They couldn't get the money to finish the effects properly. And the final result is a bit disappointing. Dream. Duelist. Enemies in Law. I want to watch it. Looks good. Epitaph. It is Korean. I don't know. The Exclusive. Beat the Devil's Tattoo. Sometimes they release the same film with different covers at different times, so you end up buying it again if you're not particularly good memory as myself. Eye for an Eye, 2 different covers, same company. Family Ties. Fatal Encounter. Fighter in the Wind, which I think was overrated. I didn't think it was that good, frankly. Fit Lover. Your guess is as good as mine. Fly Daddy Fly, which I bought 3 times. I totally forgot I've got it. Foul King. This film, highly recommended. About a man who wants to be a wrestler. Very funny. I loved it. Fox Family. Foxy Festival. Funny movie. This actually is quite funny. I recommend this. Need to see it again. I don't remember it, but I know I laughed a lot. Gangster High. The Ghost, which I also have on Korean disc. Girl Scouts. The Good, the Bad, and the Weird, which I still haven't watched. And I really should, because it looks very good. I'd like to see it. Green Chair. Guard Post. That's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Next, H-I-J-K. Okay, here we go. Hansel and Gretel, which I also have on English Blu-ray. I got the DVD before Blu-ray was around. I didn't know it would come out on Blu-ray. Happy End. Hyundai, also known as Tidal Wave. Hanbando. Is this actually a Thai release? Oh yeah, Hanbando. The Happy Life. Handsome Suit. He Was Cool. Heartbreak Library. Hellcats. Hello Ghost. High Dharma, which I also have on Hong Kong DVD. Highway Star, like the Deep Purple song. Hindsight. I have 2 of that one, if anyone's interested. 1 is going spare. Holiday, which I hear is very good, but I haven't seen yet. I really should. The Host. Hot for Teacher. Hot Young Bloods. Hotel and Gangster's Last Draw. Yeah, weird name, that one. How to Keep My Love. I Come With the Rain. I Wish I Had a Wife, which I also have on Hong Kong disc. I Wish I Had a Wife with a different cover. They've done it to me again. Both Mangpong. Unfortunately, the company Mangpong no longer exists. They closed up shop a couple of years ago. We only have 1 DVD shop left in Bangkok called Boomerang. And every Boomerang has all the same stuff as every other one. And most of it's not particularly interesting. So I mostly get old second-hand discs now if I can find them, but it's not always that easy. I'm a cyborg, but that's okay. Ilmair. 2 different covers, again. Innocent Steps. Insadang Scandal. It's Secret to Her, My Daring FBI. Very weird title. Jealousy Is My Middle Name. JSA, Joint Security Area. One of the first Korean films that had any kind of international acclaim, recognition. Still one of the best Korean films that's ever been made. If you haven't seen Joint Security Area, it's a must. It's a very good film. Very well made, very clever idea. Keys to the Heart. Kick the Moon, again. Kilimanjaro. Kung Fu Legend in Seoul. Appears to be a TV show with very bad special effects. I don't know. I got it mixed in with the films because I don't really know what it is, but it does say the complete series collection, which implies that it's part of a TV show. I should watch it one day and try to find out. Everything one day. Right, so that's K, now LMNOP. Well, just LM. That's quite a big pile. It's all gone a bit wrong. It's a bit Pete Tong. I've got to do it this way to keep them in the correct order. Don't want to waste time doing it all again. Alright, L. La Belle. Le Grand Chef 2. I don't have part 1. The Legend of Ginkgo. Or is it Jinko? Ginkgo. I don't know. Legend of the Shadowless Sword. Does have English. Love So Divine. Quite funny, but a bit too long. It's a good idea, though. Love Impossible. This is Korean? Yes, it is. Alright. Love is a Crazy Thing. Love Me Not. Love Soul. Lovers of 6 Years. Lovers Concerto. Lovers Vanished. Low Life. I think Low Life was released under a different name. Isn't it? One of the Korean discs that I've got. Yeah, too late. I'll find out later. Next. M. The Magician. Mago. Another sex film. Too many of those crappy things. Mapado. Marrying the Mafia 2. Marrying the Mafia 3. I still need to get part 1. Someone in England selling part 1 on the internet, but the post is a bit mad right now, so not a good idea. Master Kim's. Memories of the Sword. The Merciless. I thought this looked quite good. Then I watched it. It's actually quite boring. I didn't like it much. Midnight FM. Mission Sex Control. Mr. Lee versus Mr. Lee. Mr. Handy. Mr. Housewife. Mr. Wacky. Mokpo Gangster's Paradise. Motel Cactus. My Brother. My 11th Mother. No idea what that's all about. My Mother Mermaid. My Tutor Friend 2, which I also have from Malaysia. Don't have part 1. I don't even know if part 1 is out here. I'm assuming it is. I've got to try and find it. Alright, 2 more piles. Oh, 3 more piles. Okay. So that was LM. This is NOP. Running out of room real fast. The Naked Kitchen. My New Partner. I have 2. If anyone wants one, please let me know. I'll swap it for anything that I don't already have. Nine Lives. No Blood, No Tears. This one looks good. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. Now and Forever. Nowhere to Hide. This is one of the best Korean films. Joint Security Area, very good. Nowhere to Hide, very good. I love this film. I love Ahn Sung-ki. He's great. Need to watch that again. Been thinking about that one lately. Oh Happy Day. Oh La La Sisters. Or is it Ooh La La? I don't know. Oh My God, which I also have on Korean DVD. Oishi Man. Now, oishi is the Japanese word for delicious. It does say that it's Korean language. So I'm guessing it is actually a Korean film. I'll have to watch it and find out one day. Next. The Old Garden. Once Upon a Time in Battlefield. Once Upon a Time in Korea. Korea spelled with a C instead of a K. Don't know why. Once Upon a Time in Seoul. One Fine Spring Day. Open City. Operation Makeover. The Perfect Couple. Petty Romance. Not pretty, petty. Phantom the Submarine. The Phone. Quite boring. Some people like The Phone. I found it quite dull. My Piano. I only saw piano. I didn't see the my. That's in the wrong place. I'll fix that in a minute. Plastic Tree. Please Teach Me English. The President's Barber. Princess Aurora. Puzzle. I have 2. If anyone wants one, please let me know. It's waiting for you. Right, Anime P. Next. Oh, right there. Problem with a fan compared to AC. Blows your air around a lot. The AC gives me headaches. What can you do? Are you ready? Records or Records. I don't know which. Red Shoes. Horror film. Road. Romance of Their Own. Romantic Island. Rough Cut, which is open, so I'm assuming I watched it, but I don't remember any of it at all. Running 7 Dogs, one of the more strangely named ones. Running Wild, which I have watched but can't remember. Sad movie. Solabi. Saving My Hubby. I quite like this one. It wasn't great, but I quite enjoyed it. But it wasn't great. Could have been better. I need somewhere to put them now. Next. The Scam. Scandal Makers. Scent of Love. Secret Love. Sex of Magic. Shadowless Sword. Shinsuke Blues. Shiri. Crappy cover in Thailand. Still one of the best Korean films. I really like this. I used to have the special edition from Korea, but I sold it because I was in need of money. Can't get it anymore. But this was probably the first film I saw with Choi Min-sik, and made me love him. I still love him. I think he's great. Short Time. The Showdown. Looks good. I need to see it. The Silenced. Silmido. Siren. Someone Special. Getting a bit of dust on me. Sue. Revenge for a Twisted Fate. Soul Guardians. This is also a very good film. I haven't watched it in a very long time, and I don't remember very much. But I remember it was a great, great film, and anyone who's into Korean films who hasn't seen this, you absolutely should. Soul Guardians. Great film. The Spies. Spin Kick. Spring Bear My Love. Again, released with 2 different covers. I forgot I've got it, although I should have guessed in this case that I do already. It's not that different. Anyway, that's the way it goes. Sunflower. Super Kid. Surprise. Which I got on Korean disc. Swindler in My Mum's House. And this brings us to the last pile, which is over the other shoulder. Like I said, this room isn't big enough. It's very hard in Thailand to find a room as big as the one I've got. Most rooms here are only 25 square meters. This one is 42. And it's still too small because it's full of my stuff. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Right. T to Z. Taza, the hidden card. This is Law. 3 Fellas. Again, I don't really remember it. It was a long time ago I watched it, but I seem to recall enjoying this one. Too Beautiful to Lie. Treeless Mountain. The Twins. I thought I watched that, but it's not open. 2 Faces of My Girlfriend. Two Guys. Not so good. 2009 Lost Memories. Some of it was good. The start was good, then it started to drag a bit about halfway through. But I quite liked this. It wasn't that bad. Typhoon. Unbearable Lightness of Dating. Unstoppable Marriage. Untold Scandal. Vampire Cop Ricky. Not as good as it looked. It was a bit disappointing. Voice. Wani and Juna. Watching Detectives. The Way Home. 2 Wedding and a Funeral. I'm assuming it's some kind of remake of 4 Weddings and a Funeral, the English film with Hugh Grant and Elizabeth Hurley. I didn't like 4 Weddings and a Funeral that much personally, so I'm hoping it's not a remake. Welcome to Dong Mak Gol, which I hear good things about but still haven't seen. Wet Dreams. Wet Dreams 2, I just got the poster for. What Happened Last Night, When Romance Meets Destiny, Whispering Corridor, White Valentine, Wishing Stairs, Who Are You? I Am Me, Who Are You? Right, the last few. Who's Got the Tape, which I also have from Korea. Quite good. Why Did You Come to My House? Wild Card. Women on the Beach. Yesterday. Yobi the Five-Tailed Fox animation. And then a couple of other bits. My Girl and I. Thai VCD of Nabi Butterfly. This doesn't have English subtitles. All of the DVDs, as far as I'm aware, do have English subtitles. At least they say on the box that they do. Sometimes it says they do and they don't. I haven't watched them all yet, so I can't be sure. I have a few other English releases that don't have plastic boxes, so they're put away in a folder. Mr. Butterfly. Frozen Flower, that's spare. A couple with no English name on. I don't know what they are. So that's most of the Korean stuff that I have. If anyone out there is a fan of Korean films and you have some spares that you're looking to shift and you like to swap them for something you don't already have, please let me know. As you've seen, I do have a number of spare Korean discs, which I would like to trade for something I need or to sell maybe. So please do get in contact with me. If anyone out there knows a lot more about Korean films than me, because I'm not an expert, I've only watched a few. I watched maybe 40 or 50 Korean films over the years. I've got a lot that I haven't gotten around to yet. If there's anyone out there who is a big Korean film fan and you know a lot about them and you think, oh, this one's good, please do feel free to share with me. I'd love to know what you recommend. If I don't already have it, I'll see if I can get it. I want to see anything that's good. I'm mostly interested in action. I like a bit of rom-com occasionally, but action is number one. Action comedy is the best. Anyway, I hope someone finds this interesting. I'm going to go and stick them all back on the shelf now they're in order. That's all for now. Have a nice day, everyone. If you're interested in Korean films, please do feel free to talk to me anytime.